Books are my treasure. I read whatever I please. I'm here to tell you the treasure that you need. To learn how to read, you must know what words mean. My friend the princess has stories for you. They're all about words and what they mean. So here's the princess with a story for you. Listen carefully to her, then go get your hooks into books. Oh yeah!
Now we're going to visit for a moment Desmond the dragon. He can remember everything, and he will review for us what we learned in our last episode. Take it away, Desmond.
Last episode, we learned that the question, who, will tell us the name of a person or animal. I wonder who that could be. I will ask, who is it, to find out their name. Who is it? Ah, it's my friend Pegasus. Back to the princess for you while I visit with Pegasus.
Our story today is about a very little word called he. This is what the word would look like if you were going to read it. That word is he, and he is another word that you can use for the name of a boy or the name of a man. Instead of saying their name, you can say he. He is a boy, not he. That's a little girl. Girls cannot be he. He is a boy. You might hear your mother say, maybe if you go out to eat, he wants a hamburger, he wants a hot dog. Instead of saying your name, she just says he, and the waitress knows that she is talking about a man or a boy. Now let's see how many sounds are in that very little word. I bet they're not very many. Get your fist ready. E, he. There are only 2 sounds in that little word. He, say it with me. Good job. Now our story today takes place in a neighborhood. And the characters in this story are lots and lots and lots of little boys. And the little boys have a problem. They all have the longest names you've ever heard, and it takes forever to say each other's name. And they need a quicker way to say their name so they can all get turns when they play a game. Let's see what happens. This is a neighborhood where the children live. Now, a neighborhood is where homes are very close together. In a neighborhood, the homes are usually different. They are not the same, but they are very close together. If you look in this neighborhood, there's some things going on with the houses. If you look at this house, there's a little dog coming from behind the house. If you look at this house, there's an airplane flying over the house. There's a ball between the houses. And over here, there's a palm tree that is beside the house. This is the neighborhood, and this is where the children live. Here are some of the children that live in the neighborhood. We have here 4 boys. Remember I was telling you how very long their names were? Well, listen to this. This one is J.J. Jacob Jingleheimer Jones. This one is Joshua John Jr. Schwartz. This is Julio Gerard Junot. And this is Juan Chavez Geraldo Garcia. Whew. How would you like to have to say those names every time you were playing a game? Well, that's what they did. So, The boys got together one day and said, let's go out and play. They were getting ready to go play when one of the mothers came out and said, you boys have a good time, but remember, in exactly 1 hour, your mothers will have dinner ready. So be sure to be back in 1 hour. And the oldest boy, this one, happened to have a watch, and they said, yes, ma'am, we'll be back in time for dinner. So off they went. Now, their favorite place to play was in a playground which happened to be in the neighborhood. Here is the playground. It had slides and swings and seesaws and things that children like to play on. So the 4 boys went over there, and the first thing they did was they climbed to the top of the slide and then would come down as fast as they could. Sometimes they would sit up and then they would lay down and go even faster. The next thing they did was climb under and over the fence. The last thing they did was to get on the swing and practice going up high, down low, up high and down low, kind of like they were practicing the idea of near, far away, near, far away. Well, after they had gotten done, finished playing on all of the equipment on the playground, they said, we need to play another game. Anybody have an idea? One of the boys said, I do. Let's play the game where one of us pretends to do something and the others try to guess what we're doing. And that's what they decided to do. Well, when they started out, the oldest boy said, we only have 30 minutes, so we're going to have to hurry. It was taking so much time to say, I think J.J. Jacob Jingleheimer Jones is pretending to play ball, or I think Joshua John Jr. Schwartz is pretending to swim, that all their time was taken up saying their names. And the oldest boy said, guys, this is not working. We have to find a faster way to do it, and I have an idea. Instead of saying your whole long name, just say he. I think he is pretending to play ball. Or I think he is trying to swim, because he is another name for a boy. They all thought that was a good idea, and that's what they did. So they played. What is he doing? The children guessed, I think he is dancing. They were right. What is he doing? That boy is pretending to sleep. That's what he is doing. What is he doing? He's pretending to march in a band. That's what he is doing. And this boy is pretending to be an animal and crawling on the ground. That's what he is doing. This worked so well using the word he instead of their names that all the boys got a turn before it was time to go home. Now, I would like for you to play this game in your classroom. This week, I want the boys to be the one that pretend to do something, and your teachers will help you do this one at a time. The girls then will be the guessers. They will guess what the boy is doing. And next week, we'll do something with the girls. So the girls will get a turn to do the pretending, but not this week. And this is how it will go. You will say, I think he is, and you guess what he's doing. If you're right, then you get a turn. Okay, so that's the game that you can do to practice he. Now, I have a little rhyme which might help you remember that he is another name for a man or a boy. Ready? He is the name for a man or a boy. He means the same as saying their name. He is the name for a man or a boy. He means the same as saying their name. Okay? Now, you've learned another new word. He is another name for a man or a boy. But remember, it will take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 repetitions to make this word yours. Bye, and have a good day.
Now the story is over. The princess is through. Take this new word and let it work for you. Find the word in books. Hear the word in stories. You will be amazed. So go get your hooks into books. Oh yeah!